Hello dear student, let's start with the next lesson, that is sorting material into group. The meaning itself tells us sorting means what? Separating the material into the proper group. Now when you will look around, you see the large number of things around you. You can see the chair, your desk, your doors, fan, and the most important we use nowadays, that is our mobile, computer, and so on. Now if you will see this material, all these things are object. They all are object. Now what is meant by the object? Object is nothing but anything that we see or touch is called an object. All the objects are different in shape, size, color, and many other aspects. Now, if you will look at your mobile and computer, the shape is different, size is different, color is different. Am I right? But all the objects are made up of one or more material and have different properties. To study all the objects around us, we need to classify them. We should classify them. Now let's learn about a classification of object. Have you visited any grocery shop? Yes. So now our grocery shop, most of the student might be visited the Apna Bazaar. Yes or no? Now if you will look at that shop, you can see the most of the things are arranged systematically. The most of the things are arranged systematically. For example, all the kinds of the toiletries are placed together at one place. Then toothpaste are at one place, shampoos, then you can see the soap at one place. They are all placed systematically. Now if you will take an example of an soap, there are the different types of the soap. For example, for washing clothes, we use the different soap, so it is arranged in one of the compartment. Then for the soap which we use for bathing, that is arranged in another compartment. Then the soap which we use for washing the utensils, that they are arranged in one compartment. So this is a systematic arrangement. Now what is the advantage of this? The advantage of sorting and placing things group wise, so that it becomes a very easy to locate particular thing. Now classification is most important. Now at home we also arrange our cupboard properly. We keep the clothes very properly, the which we are using, that are kept in one rack. Then the clothes which we use for the outside, that they are kept in another rack, so that it can be easily found. Now grouping the different objects on the basis of certain similarities and dissimilarities is called as a classification. Now if you will look at your home, the clothes are kept in the bedroom. Now the soaps, all the toiletries materials, they are kept in the bathroom, or you can see it is kept in the bathroom. Am I right? The utensils we cannot arrange in the living room, we have to keep in the kitchen. So that is nothing but according to the similarities and dissimilarities, the classification is done. So let's learn what is the importance of classification. Classification has a following advantage. It helps us in a systematic study of object. It helps us in a systematic, if the objects are arranged in a properly systematic arrangement, so that we can study them properly. It helps in identifying and locating things. Now if we want any utensils, then immediately we will go in the kitchen, because we know that we can find it systematically if the things are kept properly. It helps us to study the properties of an object of one category and also observe any pattern in this properties. Now, what is the importance of classification? We can study them properly. Now, when we go in Apna Bazaar, if you want a particular thing, then you can immediately go in that particular rack if they are arranged systematically, and we can easily see that. Now soap, if you will take the example of soap, which we use for the bathing, there are the different varieties of the soap such as Dettol, Synthol, then so Lux, this Santur. These are the different varieties of the soaps which are used for the bathing. But if we will take, we can, because while seeing, we can study them properly. Which soap is important nowadays? Okay, Dettol is important, so that we can take that immediately. So systematic arrangement is most important. Then the fourth importance of the classification is that it helps us to know how the members of the group differ from those of the other group. Now we are talking about an Apna Bazaar. So if you will see, there are the different varieties of the soap, but if they are arranged in a proper order or in proper system, then we can easily find that, okay, this is bath soap, this is if I want to wash the clothes, then this is the soap of washing clothes. So I can directly identify this difference. So the systematic arrangement is most important. Okay. Now the next point is material. A substance that is used in making the different object is called material. Now we can see the different object around us. Am I right? We can see the different object around us. All the objects are made up of material, different varieties of the material. Now where you are sitting, it may be a desk. The desk is made up of wood. This is one of the object. The table is one of the object. Am I right? So this object is made up of a different material. For example, now if we will take a table, some tables are made up of wood, some are of fiber, some are of plastic. Am I right? So all the objects are made up of one or more kinds of material. For example, a chair is made up of wood, so the wood is material. Am I right? So we can see the different things around us which are made up of material. Now, the materials are mainly classified into two types. The materials are classified into two types. That is, one is natural and human made. Now, what is meant by the natural? Natural means the object, the material which we get from the nature. Such a material is called as a natural material. For example, now which we are using the desk, which is made up of the table is made up of wood, and wood we get from nature. So such a object which we get from the nature, they are called as natural material. While the plastic, now some tables are made up of plastic. Am I right? So the chair which you are sitting, it might be made up of plastic. Am I right? The plastic is made by human. Am I right? So the material which are made by the woman, they are called as a human made material. Or the material which are made by the man, they are called as a man made material. Now if we will look at objects made up of different material. Now if you will look at different things, you can see the different objects are made up of different material. Now let's look at activity 2. To find the different materials from which the given object can be made. Now chair is made up of plastic, wood. Clothes are made up of cotton, nylon, yes, wool, silk. The clothes are made up of all this material. Now coin is made up of aluminium. Am I right? Silver. These are the utensils are made up of aluminium, steel. Then shoes, leather. They are made up of leather, canvas. Then pen is made up of plastic. Yes or no? So this all are the materials which are made up of different material. So you have to do the activity number 2. Now, different object. The next point is different types of objects made from same material. Now, for example, the plastic is one of the material. From plastic, we can make a different varieties of item for its material. For example, from the plastic we can make chair, we can make table, we can make a flower pots, we can make even different varieties of the plastic plates, toys. Yes, so we can make a different material by using the same material. Now see, if we will look at activity number 3, if you will see the glass is made up from a glass we can make a different material. For example, mirror. Yes, mirror we can make. Then we can see the tables are also made up of glass. Then if we look at iron nail clipper is made up of iron. Then this machines are made up of iron. So by using the same material we can make a different things. Am I right? So you can do the activity number 3 also. For the paper is given. The papers are made through paper we can make a book, we can make a calendar, newspaper. So we can make a different varieties of the things by using same material. And also the one more thing is that by using the combination of material also we can make a varieties of the thing. For example, sometimes see if you will look at the wood is also table. Then table is made up of wood and iron. The table is made up of by using the two material things, that is wood and iron. Yes or no? So by using different combination we can make a one objects. Am I right? Now in your book the one example is given. The biscuit is an object that is made up of 4 material: white flour, sugar, milk, vanaspati ghee. Now if we are making now for the food which we make by using the different combination. We use a different varieties of the things we include in that and we make a vegetable. Am I right? So by doing the combination of different varieties of material we can prepare one object. Now in activity 4, the tea. For tea what we need sugar, we need water, tea leaves. By using this all the material we can make a tea. Yes or no? So you have to complete activity number 2, 3 and 4 by yourself. So what we conclude from all these things? Let's see. An objects may be made up of different material. An object can be made up of different material. For example, I have told you, if you will look, the chair is made up of plastic, wood. Am I right? Then even the chair is made up of iron. So an object can be made up of different material. Then different types of object can be made of same material. Now if we will take an example of plastic. Through the plastic we can make a different varieties of an object. For example, chair, table, then flower pot, plates, bowls. We can make a different varieties of an atom by using same material. An object may be made up of combination of material. Now by using the different combination we can use a different object. So my dear students, now all the things which we can see, that is our object, that is all the things are made up of matter. Now what is meant by the matter? Matter is nothing but anything that occupies the space and has a mass is called matter. Now when you will, if you will take a plastic, okay, then if you will break a plastic, it is nothing but it is a material. Am I right? if you'll break plastic, it is going to if you'll break the plastic in the small pieces, then you can get a very small pieces of the plastic, that is called as an atom. The smallest particle, the matter is made up of extremely small particle, that is called as an atom. So now for example, if you will take water, what is the formula for the water? It is nothing but H2O. H2O means what? It is the combination of hydrogen and oxygen, in which two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of water. So the substance that is made up of only one type of the atom is called as an element, that is H2, hydrogen, H2, that is two atoms of hydrogen, that is two atoms of hydrogen is when you join. Okay, let's take one example of hydrogen. Hydrogen cannot form a single atom. It does not exist independently. So when it combines, when the two atoms of hydrogen comes together, it forms a molecules, that is H2. Now for example, now we know the water. Water is nothing but it is a compound which formed by the two elements, that is hydrogen, two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. Wait, now you are using the common salt. Do you know the common salt which we used in our food? Yes. So its molecular formula is NaCl, which is Na is nothing but which is made up of sodium. Na is nothing but sodium and Cl is nothing but a chlorine. So salt is a compound and elements of it are, it is made up of two elements, that is sodium and chlorine. Now we know sugar. Sugar is nothing but, which is the molecular formula for the sugar is C6H12O6. That is, it is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so I hope you have understood it and you have to complete the activity number 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the textbook. Write with a pencil in the textbook. Okay, in the next period we are going to learn about the properties of material. I hope you have understood it. Thank you.